Hi, welcome to another video. If you're new here, welcome. So yeah, today's video is going to be a bit of a different one. Instead of doing my normal review kind of thing, I wanted to answer some questions that I haven't been able to answer when I was away, and some more recent questions as well. And kind of based them around what I've been experiencing in level 2 and level 3. So yeah, but before we get into the video, I just wanted to shout out some of my amazing subscribers. I had a day today where I just really wanted to go through everything, so I went through all of my previous comments and stuff, and I come across some of the comments that I'd forgotten about, which were really lovely. So I just wanted to give a big shout out to a couple of subscribers. The first shout out I will pop if I can. If I will put their comments on the screen. Yeah, if I can. I don't know if my editing skills reached that point yet. So the first subscriber I wanted to shout out is Holly's Reading Rambles. She has commented on pretty much every video I've had since she subscribed, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate it, and each of these subscribers always give me such lovely support. Yeah, so I just wanted to show them some appreciation. The next subscriber is Saint UTT. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but yeah, thank you so much, you guys, for supporting me and constantly just kind of backing me up and everything with my videos, so I really appreciate it. That is that little part done, so we can go on to the video now. So I've got a couple of questions written down, and then after the questions I'll kind of give like a bit of an overview of level 2 and level 3. Yeah, so stay around till the end if you want to know more, like detail wise, about the different levels. The first question is, how much harder is second year compared to first year? The way I would answer this is, at the start, it's basically the same. If you are doing it full time, that is obviously harder because you have to find the time to fit it all in, and obviously like you've got to sometimes do multiple TMAs at the same time and stuff. That's the harder bit about it if you're doing it full time. If you're doing it part time, honestly I'd say it's not that much different, but this is from my own opinion. It could be different for you. I really enjoyed contract law, so I feel like I was able to do it a lot easier. Some people may not like contract or criminal law, so it might just be more difficult for them to get through the modules. Just like this year I'm doing EU law and I'm not particularly fussed on it, so it's really difficult for me to push through them. So yeah, it is based on what you enjoy, I suppose, and on how easy it can be. But in a context of questions for like TMAs and stuff like that, I would say it is on par with level 1, maybe just a little bit harder. It's not much difference at all. So yeah. Okay, next question. Is there enough support from tutors? So I thought this was a good question to bring up in this video, mostly because in level 1 and level 2 there is a big difference in kind of tutoring, I suppose. So with level 2 I found that there was a lot more time given for questions and stuff during tutorials. So I would say that there is a little bit more tutor support, I suppose, in level 2, but that's mostly, I'm assuming, because level 2 is the one that counts, or the one where they start counting. But yeah, there's not much difference. Obviously, you can always call your tutor, email your tutor, text your tutor, arrange an appointment with your tutor, go to tutorials. So yeah, there is plenty of support available, but when it comes to moving up, like levels, I would say you get, like, I suppose, more support in tutorials, or like more, they got more time for questions and stuff like that during tutorials. Okay, third question is, how hard is a law degree? This is, I suppose, specific to the person. For me, first year was easy, second year was easy. I struggled with criminal law. I don't know why, but yeah, I struggled with criminal law, so I think that was more of a tutor issue I had. If you've watched my videos from level 2, you'll understand why I'm saying I think it was a tutor thing. But yeah, I found that a bit difficult doing criminal law. This year I'm finding difficult as well, just because I'm not really fully interested in what I am studying. That's more about the modules rather than the whole degree, though, like I said earlier. But yeah, if it's something that you enjoy, something that you want to do, I wouldn't really say that it's hard. Obviously, it's a degree at the end of the day. It's going to be difficult in some aspects, but yeah, I wouldn't say it's, completely difficult. But like I said, it is completely, like, a personal perspective, I suppose. So yeah, that is my opinion. I don't find it extremely hard, but it can be difficult. So I hope that answers that question. And the latest question I had off my first video back, was it? No, it wasn't. And the final question that I have to answer today is, how long do you spend studying in a day? So with level 2, I went full time. So on my study days, which was normally, I'm trying to think back now, 3 to 4 times a week. That was obviously dependent on whether I had TMAs to do and reading to do and stuff like that. But yeah, normally I done 3 to 4 times a week when I was doing full time. I didn't work. All I had to do was film these videos and look after my daughter. So I spent from usually about 9:30. I would get home for 15:15. I would then make myself a cup of coffee, set up my camera and stuff, and just get all my stuff ready. By that time, it's normally about past. It was normally about past. So I would start about past. I would work with 5-minute breaks every so often, up until about, I'd say, about 11:45, 12 o'clock-ish some days. Some days I would go until about 12:30. Then I would make myself something to eat, and usually then, if I'm not too busy, if I've actually managed to finish everything in the morning, I will just kind of take a break in the afternoon. If I am busy and I've got like TMAs to do and stuff, or like a lot of stuff to catch up on, I would normally start at about 1 in the afternoon, and then I would finish at 2:30. So I hope that answers that question. I done quite a lot of work back then on my degree. It's different now, but I will come to that. So, right, I just kind of want to switch this up now and then kind of talk about level 3. I think answering those questions is kind of revealed level 2, I suppose, in some ways. I will say though that level 2 being full-time was amazing. First of all, because I just managed to just get a year done and out of the way. But it was also very stressful, especially for somebody with mental health issues. I put a lot of pressure on myself, and that was very hard for me. So obviously it was so hard for me that I had to take some time off, and I had to put the focus back onto myself, love myself, all that jazz. So yeah, if you're in the same boat as me and you suffer with mental health issues, I probably wouldn't go full time. Level 2, if I was to do it part time, I think I would have enjoyed it a lot more, and I probably would have not struggled so much in criminal law. I started this degree specifically to go into criminal law, so yeah, it's mad how that happens. I didn't think I would enjoy contract law as much as I did, but I loved it, and it's now completely changed my mindset. So level 2 onwards is probably going to change the way you think about your future as well. So just be prepared for that. That is basically all I can say about level 2. I did do another review on level 2. I will stick it in one of the eyes, or I'll link it down below or something. But yeah, if you want a more in-depth overview about level 2, then check that video out. Level 3. So I'm going to basically compare the second year to the third year, and just work through the questions sort of. So second year to third year. Is it harder? Yes, it is. Just gonna be straight up and honest. In my case, if I was to do full time, it would be a 60 credit module along with 2 30 credit modules. I originally chose to do a 60 credit module with 1 30 credit module. That was too much for me. Way too much for me. And you're talking to somebody who can handle a load of work. But that was just too much. I could not for the life of me manage the 30 credits alongside the 60. Then I started work. Oh, did I start working now? I don't know, but I was working as well at some point. That was probably my downfall. When I started the job and doing uni as well, that was probably my downfall. But I will say level 3 60 credit modules in law specifically get harder. There is different TMAs that you've got to completely learn, especially now, because I think at the start of the year they changed some stuff as well with writing TMAs. Had to relearn that. Then there's the actual units themselves. They were massive. I'm not gonna lie, they were huge. I couldn't get through them. But not just that, I would have to do mandatory reading for just to start my unit. So that would the mandatory reading would take up my normal, when I was studying and working at the same time, full time. Because I'm only working 25 hours, I would give myself the weekends, the evenings to really get through my stuff. But I would spend all weekend just reading, just so that I could work through the units during the week. And then I always found myself like 1 week further behind every single week passed. So yeah, consider that. Obviously I had to do I was doing the 30 credits at the same time. That required a bit of reading, and also I had to do the actual units of that as well, and then TMAs on top, and ICMAs and all that good stuff. It got too much, and yeah, I just couldn't cope with that anymore. So in my opinion, I don't know if I'm letting the fact that I had work and less time to do this persuade me or not, but I do think there is a massive difference between level 3 and level 2, unlike level 2 and level 1. So yeah, that's that bit out of the way. That's my rant over. So like I said, with level 2, with support, I haven't been to any tutorials this year, even though I should have. I just don't have the time. And to be quite honest with you, because I dropped the 60 credit module and I'm only doing the 30, the 30 is pretty self-explanatory, so I don't feel like I need to. Next year, when I do take the 60 credit module again, will be attending tutorials. I will have more time then as well to be able to attend tutorials. So in regards of support, I'm not sure about tutorial wise. I'm sure it's exactly the same as level 2, but everything else is exactly the same. Still can contact your tutors in every single other format that you possibly could think of. So level 3, studying level 3, working, and everything else that I'm doing at the moment. How often do I study now? Well, I barely do. That's the honest truth. I barely do. I am still 2 weeks ahead with my module, and I haven't studied probably since my last video. That was the last time I studied. I barely need to study anymore. I will probably set aside 1 day a week, if that. I really shouldn't. I should get through it all and do it quickly, but I procrastinate, okay? So I know a lot of you do too, so don't come at me. But yeah, I probably should get it all done and actually set myself some tidy goals. I should listen to my own advice. But yeah, I barely do. That's the honest truth. If you are going into level 3, please don't be like me. Please set aside some time to study, especially if you're doing it full time. Don't just be like me, finish work and be like, right, I just got my cleaning done, sit down and be like, yeah, I'm done for the day. Still. Okay, so now that that's the questions done and out of the way for both level 2 and level 3, I would like to give my review of level 3 so far. So, it's quite difficult, like I said earlier. I do kind of feel now like I am just, what's the word? Filling in time, I suppose. Like, especially because I'm doing European law, I don't feel like I'm doing something that I'm going to need in the future. And I think that is something that is persuading how I feel about level 3. that alongside the fact that it was so hard for me at the start. But yeah, would I do this again? Would I do this whole thing again? Yes, I would. Would I do it differently? A little bit. I wouldn't start this year off with the full with starting full time. I wouldn't start the year off like that. I would take the 160 credit module and then take the 230 credit modules next year. But I didn't think about that. So I didn't realize I was going to get a job when I applied for the next like level 3. So yeah, that is how I would do it. So just a little bit of advice. If you are working and you are going into level 3, if you feel like you can cope with it, carry on. Do you. If you struggle, like me, do not go for more than 60 credits. It won't be worth the stress, the hassle, the straight up panic attacks in the middle of the night thinking, oh my god, did I actually submit that TMA? Or oh my god, I've got all this reading to do. So yeah, that's just my little bit of advice. But other than that, there's nothing really much more to say. It has been a wonderful time with the Open University. I'm saying that like I'm finishing like in a couple of weeks. No, I've still got another 2 years to go yet. So you got me for a while. But yeah, it's all been generally the same. Obviously, there's things have come on a long way since my access course. It's a lot more difficult than that. But yeah, the support is always the same, and I've got the one thing I've got to say right is the support in my module. I can't remember the word. I can't remember what they call them. Module support team, something like that. Tutor support. I don't know. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. But yeah, the woman that I spoke to there, she was amazing. She was so understanding. She gave me different things to look at. She told me about like, you know, getting extra support, financial support, or like any other support that I would need. But she helped me out straight away. She sorted out my issue. She gave me an option to which one I wanted to keep. And I felt bad saying that I wanted to keep my 30 credit module. I said, would that be okay? I know, like, you know, I'm not supposed to just do a 30 credit module by itself. That feels scandalous. But she's like, yeah, that's completely fine. It's like, you know, what you can manage this. If that's what you think you can manage, then we'll just do that. And honestly, I was actually thinking about taking the whole year off before I'd spoken to her. So I'm glad I did speak to her. If you guys are having some troubles, you can find help that is someone other than your tutor, and you can find that on your student homepage. So just have a look at that if you do need any help. If not, if you can't find that, just get in touch with your tutor and they will kind of send you in the right direction if you don't actually want to tell them anything specific. So yeah, that is this video. I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. I do love you all so very much. Make sure to leave your comments down below. If you have any more questions for me, leave them down below. I will probably do a couple of these videos like every so often. So if I don't reply to your comment, just know that I've written it down and it will be in a video soon. So yeah, I hope you guys have a lovely day. It'll be Saturday when I upload this, won't it? I hope you guys have a lovely weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Don't stress out too much. Don't overstudy and just enjoy your time. Okay? I'm a very relaxed person now. I'm not like, do your work. Get on it. I'm so chilled. I'm like, Yes, I'm zen. Okay, so before I turn into an actual hippie right now, I am going to go. Okay, and thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you've enjoyed it, if it helped you in any way, and don't forget to subscribe. We are almost at 500 subscribers, so I would very much appreciate it if you did, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.